You could get a question like this on either the GMAT or the GRE. It says a 4-person task force is to be formed from the 4 men and 3 women who work in the Human Resources Department. It says there to be 2 men and 2 women on each task force. So what you have is a combination type question. The first thing you need to realize is when you're working with a combination type question, what you should have is N combination R, okay? And if you remember what that equation says, it says N factorial divided by R factorial in parentheses N minus R factorial. Okay? Remembering that factorial is that number times, if it was 4 factorial, be 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Okay? So keeping that in mind, what you have is 4 men and you need 2 men, and then you have 3 women and you need 2 women. So I'm going to say for the men, it's 4 combination 2. Okay? And if you keep in mind, it says 4 men and 3 women. Since it says and, that's a multiplication. And you have 3 women and 2 women. Okay, so it's going to be 3 combination 2. So this is the men, and this is the women. Okay, so if I go ahead and evaluate this, 4 combination 2 is 4 factorial divided by 2 factorial. And this becomes 4 minus 2 factorial. And on the bottom for the women, what we have is 3 factorial divided by 2 factorial, and then in parentheses 3 minus 2 factorial. Okay, it's coming back to the men. Let's go ahead and evaluate this number. What you would have is 4 times 3 times, in this case I'm just going to say 2 factorial, because I know that on the bottom I'm going to have 2 factorial times, in this case 4 minus 2, so this is 2 factorial, which is going to be 2 times 1. This 2 factorial cancels out this. 2 goes in here 1 and 2 goes in 4 2 times. So 2 times 3 gives you 6 on the top. Okay, and then on the bottom for the women, what we have is 3 factorial. So I'm going to say 3 times 2 factorial. And then on the bottom, it's going to be 2 factorial times 3 minus 2 is 1 factorial, which is just 1. Again, the 2 factorial cancels this 2 factorial. So on the bottom, what you're left with is 3 divided by 1, which is just 3. Keep in mind it said 4 men and 3 women, so that's why we're multiplying. So I'm going to come in here and multiply my 6 by my 3, and I'm going to get 18. So in this case, your answer is equal to B. Thank you.